Morning everybody, we're going to do a very quick review of the Beta FPV Air75 Mark II Racing Edition. A lot of our videos so far have featured the Champion Edition, but I'm going to compare this a little bit. We'll do a head-to-head, we'll do a proper head-to-head, but I'll compare it to see what it feels like against the 75 Champion Edition. Is this a little bit more tameable while still having the kick of a mule? Let's freaking find out. Air75 Mark II Champion Edition, no, Racing Edition. I'm going to compare it to the Champion Edition. We're going to have a proper sort of face-off comparison, sort of back-to-back flights. But for now, this is the maiden flight of it. Let's get it in between those trees. And yeah, what am I thinking first of all? Well, it's quiet, it's smooth. It is slightly, it still kicks, it does still kick. It's not massively different to the Champion Edition. I've got to be honest, it's a car coming, so I better watch out of the way. Yeah, we're not talking a massive sort of, oh yeah, I can feel the difference. Because it's so light and you've still got a decent amount of power, you are still getting a really good performance from it. Someone's opened this gate, so it makes it a little bit harder to, well, not harder, but I've just got to do it in a different way, which actually probably looks a little bit better there. Yeah, so I'm just trying to think, as I'm flying it, it's slightly less mental, but at the same time, it's still pretty mental nonetheless. And it still bounces off things very well. Twice. Oh, please, please. Yes, lovely. Out of the way of this car. Yeah, so it's still, obviously it's still got that bounce back ability. Don't know what that was poor piloting. Let's call it what it is. It's the world's slowest mighty flip. Yeah. I think if you're a newer pilot and you want something that's a little bit more tameable, but still a little bit crazier than the freestyle version, this has definitely got it. Gets you out of trouble like that, you see. Yeah, this is good. This is real good. Loving this. Really loving this. Now this is, like I said, going to be a very quick review on it really. Just to show you the flight characteristics. And I think the biggest concern I had was the flight characteristics versus the weight. Right, I'm going to come back and land after 4 minutes flight time with a 580 mAh at 3.3. I could probably push it for another minute, to be fair. So you can induce a little bit of prop wash there. Ooh, what on earth was that? Yeah, no, I forgot that I'm supposed to be talking because I'm just enjoying myself that much. So much fun, these little new airs. Right, 3.1 volts after just under 5 minutes, that'll do, mate. So we'll go for another flight, but I think, I've got to be honest, everything that we did in that first flight is probably enough, but let me come back and clean the lens. That's better. Yeah, I think everything we did in that first flight realistically has probably answered any questions that the majority of us are going to have. We've given it a couple of fairly decent thwacks. We've sort of got a 5-minute flight out of it, 4 minutes of that ripping. This is we've tell you what we need to do actually. We need to go through the small hole. The big hole's easy, it's a small hole. But yeah, I think ultimately, if you are in the market for a tiny whoop, I think there is really now, if you want the best of the best and the most performance, and I think that's why I was put off them in the past, because the performance for me just wasn't quite there. Whereas now, obviously, with these new series, it's a whole different ball game. And I think with that in mind, I think this is where they've really sort of come into their own now. You know, the old ones were good, but they just didn't capture my imagination, whereas these new ones really do. And for that reason, and that reason alone, we've got the other one, we've got the racing edition, and I think, I'll have a chat in the outro who I think really should think about this one instead of the champion one, because I think there is a cross-section of people that might prefer it. But ultimately, whichever one you get, you are getting something that's pretty spectacular. I mean, it just, the nimbility, I don't even know if that's a real word, let's create that word today, nimbility. The nimbility of it is just outstanding. Right, tell you what we're going to do. Tell you what we're going to do. Probably crash, but it wasn't quite what I wanted to do. I wanted to do it into a matty, but my brain just stopped working halfway through that move. But it looked pretty good anyway, so I'll take it. We've been flying for 3.5 minutes, we're on 3.3 volts, so we've got loads of life left in this 1S lipo. Remember, your 1S lipos will go a lot lower than your multi-cell packs. You can push them a lot further. And for anyone who thinks, oh, you can't go very high, well, let's show you. You absolutely can. Without any problem. We're back to 3.3 volts after we've just recovered a little bit of energy on the down. So good. It's no good. The kick was no good, not the drone. Yeah, this is good. Okay, I'll catch you in the outro. If I'm going to keep flying, I'll add some music on because we've still got a little bit of battery left at 4 minutes and 30 and 3.2 volts. That was the review, if you like, of the Air75 Mark II by Beta FPV, the racing edition this one. All the previous ones have been the Champion edition. I'm going to take the Champion edition out and the racing edition out back to back, and we'll do a comparison video as well there. But ultimately this has got slightly less power, which makes it slightly more efficient, but obviously gives it slightly less power. And I think on its own accord, if you was to get this, you wouldn't be disappointed. It's got more than enough power to get you out of difficulty and to do pretty much any trick that you want. It may still be a little bit too much for newbies because it does have a kick to it, but if you're flying outside, I'd recommend the 75 for that extra power. If you wanted something a little bit less crazy, you could either get one of these and add a throttle limit, or you can get the Freestyle edition, which ultimately has, again, slightly less power but slightly more efficiency. The Champion edition is lighter than this. It doesn't feel any heavier in the air. That was the biggest worry that I had. Obviously it's heavier and it's got less power. It didn't feel like it. It does feel marginally down on power against the Champion edition, but I mean, that thing is absolutely crazy and wild. And obviously it's quite fragile because it's so light, whereas this has got a little bit more to it. Ultimately, I think pick the one based upon your skill level if you want to grab one. I cannot recommend these things enough. This is a guy who used to get tiny whoops in for review and dread having to fly them. I've actually bought this one with my own money because I wanted to compare it for myself. This wasn't sent to me by Beta FPV. I am going to stick a link in the description down below for my affiliate with Beta FPV though, so if you do find these videos useful and you want to support the channel, please do, consider using that. The one thing that if you are newer to the hobby that this might offer you over the Champion edition is the motors are on plugs. So on the Champion edition, if you was to break a motor, you have to solder it, and those pads are tiny. On this and the Freestyle edition, the motors are on plugs. Again, it makes it a little bit heavy, but as you saw in the flights, it doesn't really affect it that much. What it does do is make swapping a motor child's play. 3 screws and a plug and you are back up in the air again. If you've got any questions whatsoever, please do leave them in the comments down below. But you've all been absolutely amazing. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and peace! YouTube and I have had a chat, and we believe that this is the video that you'll like the most, so watch it and let me know if they're right.